Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. We're doing this video old school style. I'm sitting down on the floor and I'm going to be talking about some of my favorite josei and spicy reads of 2021. Sorry. I can't keep a straight face. Okay, so where do I begin? Let's start off with Dr. Tendo. If you follow me on TikTok, then you know that I love this man more than anything in the world. This is Dr. Tendo from An Incurable Case of Love. This series is a romantic comedy by my queen Maki and Joji. So this story takes place in the medical field. We have a nurse and a doctor. The nurse happens to meet Dr. Tendo one day when she was a teen. He happens to save this elderly woman, and she's just like, wow. You know, love at first sight. She decides to go into nursing and hopes to work alongside him once they reunite after she graduates from nursing school. Her knight in shining armor turns out to be a grump, like a literal grump. He gets nicknamed the Dark Lord. So yes, so you have a bubbly girl fighting for her affection and trying to win over the Dark Lord. I love this series. It's just, you know, I grew up watching telenovelas. I like the drama, I like the romance, I like the bickering, and there's a lot of bickering between these two. And once he does warm up, like, Dr. Tendo. So it's a fun read. It's a really fun read. I do wish that volume 7, which is the last one, I do wish Maki would have wrapped it up a little bit nicer. But apart from that, the storyline just progresses really nicely. Their relationship also progresses really nicely, and it's just a, you know, not the most realistic portrayal of an adult relationship, but it's a very entertaining portrayal of an adult relationship. And I personally love the fact that he's in his late 30s, so yes. There's that. Then we have a murder mystery. We have Something's Wrong With Us. This is a childhood friends to lovers story, but make it enemies to lovers as well. So this story follows two wagashi confectionaires. So they just make traditional Japanese pastries. You have a young man right here who is the heir of one of the most prestigious, you know, wagashi shops in Japan, and a woman who lived in that estate when she was younger with her mom. And then all of a sudden, one dark night, her mother gets framed for murdering his father. So yeah, slight spoilers, but I have to tell you that because that's when the drama begins. And then you have her as an adult, you know, going back to the estate, trying to take over that, and pretending to be someone else. He doesn't know that that's his childhood friend, and he hates the childhood friend because of the mom. So yeah, you have her trying to, you know, win over the estate, also find out what really happened. There's some evil characters in here. This will also leave you screaming. There's a lot of twists and turns. The most evil of evil characters. You love to hate her. You love to hate the mother. That's her. Like, she literally looks evil. So yeah, the plot is amazing. The artwork is absolutely beautiful, as you can see. There's some romance. The fact that it's kind of like forbidden romance makes it even better. It's just chef's kiss. I love it. I love it so much. Then we have one of the spicy manga. Yeah, I've talked about it plenty of times. We have Fire at His Fingertips. This is just, it's so damn smutty. It's so smutty, but so good. I just love it. You know, the men get so many options. I can go to Barnes & Noble and see a bunch of smutty options for men that have, you know, female characters with like huge basangas and the mommy milkers, and like they're just in your face. So yeah, this is for us. This is for us. And I love it so much. Again, not the most realistic portrayal, but this is a childhood friends to lovers story. Make it smutty, add a very attractive fireman, and yes, it's a fun ride. I cannot flip through this at all. This is uncensored. The Japanese version is censored. So yeah, fun times, fun times. I love it. We're gonna be getting 2 more volumes in English this year. I'm all cut up with the Japanese releases, so yeah, Stan Soma for clear skin. Another one that's very smutty is Yakuza Lover. I love it. It's just, again, it's smutty. You're in for a very smutty ride. There's a Yakuza leader, lots of illegal activities, some shooting, and just, you know, a young college student becoming super infatuated with this really hot Yakuza leader. Love it. Next, this is Intimate Days. I don't know if this is technically a josei, but it is very spicy. Have to use another manga to cover the rest of this cover because it is, I mean, you see everything from the front and back, but the reason why I like this is because of the fact that it portrays different kinds of women in Japan, just different kinds of women in general, because most of the time, even in spicy manga, you get very submissive women being portrayed. So it's a nice change of pace to see dominant women, some short women, tall women, business women, you know, these gamer girls, like, you see a little bit of everything. It's just short stories, so this is definitely the most graphic manga that I have in my collection, but I happen to enjoy it. Intimate Days, not for the faint of heart, but it's a good smutty read. Good smutty read. Let's continue with the smutty reads. This was my top smutty read of 2021. Punching air. I'm punching air right now. Punching air. Because he's not real. But okay. You know, I think you can see him in the back. I love Nanami Kento from Jujutsu Kaisen. Like, me and my friends stuff, we're Nanami girls. This guy looks like Nanami. We got Kiritani. Kiritani-san. Okay, so this is Tadano Renai Nanka de Kikkonai. I've spoken about this series so many times on TikTok. I've done so many videos with it. Some of them went a little viral, but whew, gotta calm down. But yes, this is the best smutty read. So the whole premise with this series is you have two characters who, you know, meet in the workplace. You have her superior and someone working under him. They basically learn about each other's weaknesses. You have Kiritani, who is horrible with women. He gets very easily aroused and very nervous around women. And then you have our female lead, who happens to have a smell fetish. And she's also not the best around men as well, because she is very introverted. So yeah, now that they both know their weaknesses, they kind of form a pack to help each other out. She's gonna help him get rid of his fear of women, and he's gonna help her by allowing her to, like, sniff him. So yes, it's actually really cute. A little bit of a romantic comedy. There's some really lighthearted moments. The spice is immaculate. It's perfection. It's a work of art. Let me see what I can share with you, because obviously, since it is an adult manga, I cannot share everything, but just look at them. They're both so attractive. Like, homegirl has me wanting to dye my hair black and chop it off like I usually have it, but yeah, in hopes of finding my own Kiritani-san. So this is there's only one volume out physically in Japan. It still doesn't have an English translation, but I hope this gets an English translation. Like, yes, it's so good. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. Like, it is well written, the spice is good, there's really nothing like overly toxic. Like, it's just good. It's good. I'm in it for the plot, clearly. Like, that's Tadano Renai Nanka de Kikkonai. If I did not convince you with all the TikToks that I've done, at least yes, just check it out. And whenever 7Cs has a reader survey, like, spam their reader survey, demand for this to get translated, because I wanna own it and, like, read it. And I mean, I've already read fan translations and I have this to, like, admire whenever I want, but yes, it's a good one. let's talk about something that's not spicy. This will take you on a very sad journey. So I've spoken about this series before here on my channel. You have a very sad and dramatic Josei manga following an able-bodied girl and a disabled guy in a wheelchair. They're ex high school classmates that reunite later in life in the workplace. It will make you sad, it will make you cry. Every single volume has made me cry, including the most recent release, which was volume 9. Different kind of tears, but still it made me cry. This is just so beautifully written. Like I said, there's a lot of emotion in this, and the fact that the mangaka consults with people who are disabled to find out more about the world. I feel like it's a pretty good portrayal of you know, a relationship with someone who has a disability. There's characters in the series that you're gonna love and root for, others that you're going to despise, but yeah, you're definitely gonna go through some emotions with this series, but I absolutely adore it and I'm going to continue recommending it. There's only a few more volumes left in the English translation and I cannot wait to read them, but yeah, it's good. It's really good. And then I have an honorable mention. This is by Maki and Joji, so the same mangaka that did An Incurable Case of Love. This is her series that dropped in 2021 and it's completed with 4 volumes. So this is kind of Maki's version of a skip beat, so it deals with the entertainment industry. You have childhood friends to lovers. The reason why it stood out and why I'm including this despite the fact that I just read it in December is because unlike other of Maki's work, there really isn't any very unnecessary drama in this series. So it's a romantic comedy, much like An Incurable Case of Love, but even An Incurable Case of Love has some very dramatic moments in there. This one just cuts that out completely. Like, there's no one getting thrown off thrown off stairs, no one's getting shot or stabbed, like none of that. There is kind of like a little altercation, but you know, nothing too crazy, nothing too crazy. You also have a very healthy portrayal of a relationship in this guy. They communicate very well with one another. I mean, there's always some miscommunication, but the fact that they, you know, they're able to realize what's going on and then talk about things afterwards is very refreshing for a Maki and Joji series. Also, the female lead, I also found her very refreshing as well. She's not this damsel in distress. She's a very, you know, very ambitious, strong woman. She knows how to defend herself, like physically defend herself. This series has not been licensed in English yet. This is the French copy. I hope it does get picked up by Viz Shoujo Beat. Hopefully we'll hear some news this year. I mean, I think it would do well here as well. But yeah, completed with 4 volumes. I found the progression of the story to be good, I found their relationship to be good, and I found the conclusion of the story to also be good, which is, I don't always say this for Maki and Joji. Like, I love her work, but the way she ties things up, sometimes they just, I wish she would do a nicer job. But with this series, she actually did a nice job. So yes, had to include it in this video. But yeah, those are all my Josei and spicy manga recommendations, my top, the best of the best of 2021. I did not include Sweat and Soap because Sweat and Soap is not a Josei title. It is technically a seinen. So there's that. And I also did not include Wotakoi just because there were other series that I felt like deserved to be, you know, deserved a shout out. I've spoken about Wotakoi way too much, so you guys know that I love it. But yeah, these were my favorite. I blame Kiritani. I blame Kiritani. He took Hirotaka's spot, but I don't think anyone's gonna complain. So let me know what your favorite Josei manga picks. Okay, I was gonna be like, oh my god, am I showing them? Am I showing Intimate Taste? But no, it's just Dr. Tando. Let me know what your favorite Josei manga series were down in the let me know what you liked to read last year. Oh my god. If you're brand new, make sure to subscribe to keep up with my videos. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram and of course TikTok. I'm really blanking out. I'm really blanking out. So yeah, I'll see you guys very soon in my next video, which will not, oh, it will have some spice. It will, but not Kiritani spice, but yeah. I'll see you later. Bye.